How many? How many? How many? How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, he, ha. All right. What did I get up to?
It's the most pathetic speech I've ever heard.
Oh, no. The most pathetic one is coming up now. You guys have any idea what it's like to be washed up before you're even 30 years old? Huh? You always knew how I was feeling. Can't you tell now?
What don't you get, Judge?
Well, there's a million robots that turn into something. And this is a building that turned into a robot. So what's fun about playing with a building? That's not any fun. Houston, we have a problem.
Hello? Oh, yeah! Ah! Whoa! Hey, whoa! Did I frighten you? Didn't mean to. Sorry. Howdy. My name is Woody, and this is Andy's room.
Move your men off the beat! Go! Hey, you guys! Get out my ass! What's the rallying point? Anywhere but here!
He asks me why did I kill one of his true miracles? What am I going to say?
Wilson! Wilson! I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Wilson!
So I go New York City?
Uh-huh. You can go to New York City tonight. But you only get to go if we can establish a credible fear.
Fear.
Mm-hmm. Fear.
Conversation is finished.
Why can't we go to New York?
There is no way that we are going on a plane to meet some woman who could be a crazy, sick lunatic. Didn't you see Fatal Attraction?
You wouldn't let me.
Well, I saw it, and it scared the shit out of me. It scared the shit out of every man in America.
Saying goes, a picture says 1,000 words, but which words?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an additional award tonight, fellow book fairies. An award for most eminent critic, Mr. Oh, beg pardon, Sir Felix Finch. O.B.
The path of light is laid the sacred test. Would you write this down as I dictate?
Sorry, Professor, no time.
Yeah. What the hell? Yeah.
Why, to the North Pole, of course. This is the Polar Express.
Oh, I can get that.
This is Travelers. Welcome to the Magic Kingdom.
Okay. I want you to look at me and I want you to breathe. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. There's about a 4-centimeter gap. Little laceration there on the left temple. Okay. Very good. All right. You're doing great, okay? Did all this blood come from your eyebrow and your head?
What?
Did all the blood come from your eyebrow right here and on your head?
Well,
Or
not
all of this?
No, not all of it.
Okay.
That's not mine.
I could eat about 1.5 million of these. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Welcome to a new episode of How Many, your podcast all about four guys talking about stuff. I am one of your hosts, Jesse Jackson. Joining me today with peanut butter in his mouth
is Junior. And we do kind of run the gambit. Music, movies, sports, pop culture,
TV,
death, life. We run the entire spectrum,
yes,
right?
we do
it all. We do it all. I'm Scott. I'm the one that... I'm the good-looking one.
Okay. That
is true.
We run the spectrum. We're not on the spectrum.
Well, I don't know if I can make that claim.
And?
I'm Bob, and I am not the good-looking one.
He is employed. Yes, he is. All right. So as we're recording this, we're in the middle of March Madness.
Bracket time.
Yeah, bracket time.
Yeah, all my dealings with this year's bracket have been very positive.
Bob is in the P1CR bracket pool.
Shout out to our core listening audience.
There's 41 entries, I think.
Which was put together by the great Tony Williams.
Shout out to Tony.
So the bracket entry fee was $25, and there's about 40 people in the...
Wow. There are 41 entries.
So first place is roughly between, $700 and $800 for first place?
I would think it'd be more than that. But we'll see.
Sideshow Bob doing well.
So Bob is currently in first with his champion still intact. A lot of people have lost.
Like I'm in
their
first.
main champion.
I'm in first in current points and possible
Projected
points.
right?
What if? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's been so many huge upsets. We lost Virginia. We lost Gonzaga. We lost North Carolina. A lot of people's champion selections have already been eliminated. So a lot of people's possible numbers have gone down the toilet.
Now, who did you pick for the whole
I
thing?
picked Duke also, but I believe I'm tied for ninth right now. Bob is sitting pretty in first place with his champion still intact.
I got all 4 right yesterday.
What if
Very
nobody
nice.
chooses the winner? I mean,
Then it just goes highest point.
Yeah.
Points.
So how many?
You get more points for every round. Like if you pick a team game right in the first round, you get 1 point.
Okay.
If you pick in this next round, you get more. So
Okay.
so the further your teams go that you pick, the more points.
The
you get
better
every
question
round.
is, how many people have not paid their entry fee, which takes away Bob's potential winnings?
That's cold-blooded.
Bob looks so beaten down when
So-
they mention that.
As Bob is saying this, obviously he's Academy running himself.
Yeah, I just Academy run myself.
So
I was not wanting
he's
to mention
going to
it.
end up losing his champion
Yeah.
probably in the next game that comes across. So,
Editor's note: Bob did not win his bracket.
We'll probably go down to the championship game, and Duke will probably lose the championship game.
Well,
without
no,
going
but
over
you're
or
not.
something.
You're just saying at this point you're doing well. You're not saying it's a given.
he's already counting the money. Getting the deposit slip ready.
He has already put the deposit on the pool. He's got that pool going in as soon as the ground
So,
falls.
with that in mind, Jesse,
Yes.
you have a bracket-style topic for us to go through.
I do. So one of my favorite actors is Tom Hanks.
Agreed.
And I thought about doing how many, but the reality is in my opinion, he's done so many great films that would be just a pretty...
We would be looking at 40 to 50 range.
It's like, how many bad Tom Hanks movies are there? That's a lot harder. I mean, that's a smaller number, much smaller.
Joe and the Volcano?
Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of was Joe versus the Volcano and Volunteers. Those are like
Bonfire of the Vanities.
Yeah, Bonfire of the Vanities, okay.
The Niggers.
I kind of like
And
it.
so what I did
Money
is
pit.
I picked 16, and I tried to pick 16 that I thought were good, kind of rank them, and so we're going to do a round of 16 bracket. I did want to mention 3 movies that didn't make the bracket because I had to get down to 16. One is Joe versus the Volcano.
Damn it!
The
So
reason
these are honorable mentions.
Yeah, the reason why is when I started my job at RealPage, years ago, my boss, who's now my current boss at Resman, said, "Have you ever watched Joe versus the Volcano?" Yeah, he's okay. Well, you're Joe, and RealPage is the volcano. So I'm throwing you in feet first.
Joe versus the Volcano, directed by Joe Dante, who also directed Gremlins and directed me in Piranha.
Oh, okay.
Wow. So
Yay.
you
You were
are
in Piranha?
6 degrees of separation from
Yeah.
Tom Hanks.
Absolutely. The other thing that I did not make the list, but is one of my favorite movies, is That Thing You Do. He wrote and directed that, but he's got a very small acting role in it. But it is a very realistic movie about the music and stardom and one-hit wonders, and it's just a great movie. And then I didn't include Toy Story because he was the voice only. But obviously, I think
Yes.
You mean
that would have been...
The Man with One Red Shoe didn't make the cut?
No, it didn't.
Honorable mention.
All right,
What
so...
about Dragnet? You left that one out?
Yeah, so did you want me to
Turner
go
and
through
Hooch.
what 16 movies I pick, or we go through just each
Let's
round?
just go round by round.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Do you have them seated?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
So,
Very seated.
a
Great
number
rap
two...
song, by the way. Round by round.
A number two...
Find a way, just give him time.
Versus a 3, The Green Mile versus Larry Crown. Larry Crown was the romantic movie he did with Julia Roberts. He played a guy who got laid off, went back to school. Green Mile is based on the Stephen King book.
Which we discussed in our Stephen King comedy.
Yes, we did.
And
Yes.
I made the confession that I had never seen The Green Mile, even though it's definitely a must-see
And you-
in everybody's
and
opinion.
you still have
right?
not seen it?
And I still have not seen it.
Don't you blaspheme in here.
And to be honest, I've never seen The Larry Crown Affair, whatever this
Okay.
movie's called.
All right. Scott, what would you pick between
Oh,
the two?
Green Mile by a mile.
Okay, yes.
Green Mile
And
by
you too, Bob?
Yeah, you have to dethrone Larry Crown from this one.
Yeah, I liked Larry Crown. I thought it was a pretty interesting movie. Cedric the Entertainer plays his neighbor. And
Oh,
it's got
yeah,
some good
yeah, I
stuff.
remember that.
Yeah,
Wasn't he
all right.
riding a moped around the whole
Yes,
movie?
he did,
Yeah.
yes.
Julia
All right.
Roberts.
Yes.
Oh,
wow.
Julia
Overrated.
Julia Roberts would be on my list.
Oh, wow.
Big
Oh,
one,
yeah,
yeah.
we've got a
And
conflict.
Julia Roberts, maybe 10?
I think
No, more than that. She's got a lot of good movies, but just her in general,
Okay.
no.
Saving Private Ryan versus Road to Perdition. Saving Private Ryan, great Steven Spielberg, epic movie. Road to Perdition, based on a graphic novel, and one of my favorite stories is I loved the graphic novel, and when it came out, I made Linda go opening weekend, and she said, and God love her, how was this a comic book? There was no superheroes, there was no capes, and I said, yes, I mean, there are graphic novels and comic books that are regular stories. Yeah. I like Road to Perdition better, but I don't know if you can beat Saving Private Ryan.
No, Saving Private Ryan's the number 1 seed here, right?
That's a number 2. I have it number 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's to me, it's a pretty simple.
Okay.
I mean, Saving Private Ryan is greatness, and I would pick it, but Road to Perdition was really good. That's an unfortunate matchup.
Okay.
That's almost putting like a 1 against a 2, isn't it? I mean,
I would have
it's
picked
that
Road to
high.
Perdition above Green Mile. I'll put it that way.
Okay. All right.
And I like Green Mile too.
All right.
I'm going with Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah.
Sleepless in Seattle to You Got Mail.
Oh, dude!
But the most SG movies.
Hey, I love them both.
At least you put them against each other, so we don't have to see them later.
Yes.
Look,
and
you
possibly beating.
Look! You just stand back.
Oh wow, this touched a nerve in
I
like
like
Jimmy
this
Buffett sort of way. So you like which one?
He likes Meg Ryan.
I do,
apparently.
but I am a fan of the Nora Ephron romantic comedy. I am a fan because it is good. And it was You've Got Mail versus what?
Sleepless in
Sleepless,
Seattle.
yeah. So it's basically the same movie fighting against
Except
each other.
Rosie O'Donnell's only in one of them.
Sleepless in Seattle.
So it's easy vote for
You've
Trump.
Got Mail's a remake.
You've Got Mail has the whole, Godfather. Anything you need to know about business you can use from the Godfather.
Right.
But Sleepless in Seattle has a great sound. Track.
The kid is good in that.
I'm gonna go with Sleepless on this one.
And Tom Hanks, I don't know if you guys have ever listened to this. I just discovered this, but BBC Radio has Desert Island Discs, which is a series of... They have a celebrity join them, and the celebrity picks 8 songs and 1 luxury item and 1 book you can bring. You're stranded on a desert island. And so Tom Hanks was on... Great interview, and he talked about that the scene in Sleepless in Seattle, when they had written it, that the son was all upset that he was, I want you to marry the lady from the radio. I go to the lady, and I don't want you to go. and he said, "Look, I'm going to tell you what a dad would say. Dad say, no, I'm going to get laid. I am ready for sex." And and he said that the Nora and them, okay, we understand what your perspective as a guy, and they rewrote it a little bit more. So I'm going to go Sleepless as well.
I'm going to go You've Got Mail, just to be contrarian.
You are contrarian.
Plus, it's got the whole technology aspect at that time that we now would think is funny. We'll probably hear a lot of modem noises.
All right. So I've got Sleepless.
Yeah,
You guys got Sleepless.
It's kind of a 6-1, half a dozen to the
All
other,
right.
but
Okay.
Sleepless was first.
Okay.
It's got the whole Affair to Remember tie-in to it,
which is wonderful. I will tell you, SG Day, but Lynn and I went at the old Granada when it still showed movies.
Granada.
They showed Affair to Remember, and then there was like an hour or so break. We went next door to the original Stuffers, ate, and then we went back and watched Sleepless in Seattle. And it was a really super G
Boy, that
day,
is
but it was
triple SG.
It was such a beautiful day.
Do we know? Do you guys know where You've Got Mail? The original of You've Got Mail.
Jimmy Stewart,
Jimmy Stewart.
shop around
Except
the
it
corner.
was snail mail. You've got snail mail.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be called.
All right.
What is the internet?
So we're going
I
Sleepless.
don't understand.
Okay, so Meg Ryan is in both of those, right?
Yes.
Does she
And those were both pre-duck lip Botox.
Did she whip
disaster.
them out in either one?
No.
Nothing
So
to whip out.
it's not in the cut.
That's no.
Okay.
I saw it.
In the what?
Yes. The next one, I think this is a slam, A League of Their Own, and Big.
Yeah, I love A League of Their Own.
I do,
but
too.
Big is the number one seed, and that's
Ooh, I was going to go the other way. I was going to go A League of Their Own
no.
without thinking.
I mean, he won an Academy Award for Big, didn't
No,
he?
he was
nominated,
no.
right? I got to go Big on this one.
I got to go Big.
Tough call.
It is.
Yeah.
It's very
It is a tough call, but I'm going to go Big also.
Okay.
God, Jesse thought it was a slam the other direction.
Yeah, I did. Right. Talk about the upset.
Everybody loves the no crying in baseball speech.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
Right.
Big is...
You know, they had a discussion once again on the podcast that, we got this, and they discussed the greatest sports movies of all time, and when they got to the baseball, they said A League of Their Own, and that ended up beating Rocky as the greatest.
The other
sports
thing
movie.
about
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
The other thing about comparing those two movies is they're both fairly equally good in quality, but Tom Hanks is much more prevalent in Big. He's semi-tertiary in League of Their Own.
Yeah,
not
he's
his
a-
movie.
But it's
He's a
those
supporting character.
Yeah.
in the League
Okay,
of
fair
Their Own.
enough. Good deal. All right, now then we're in the 1 versus 4s. Castaway versus Saving Mr. Banks.
You got to go.
Saving Mr.
Castaway.
Banks is the Mary Poppins thing?
Yes.
Yeah, Castaway.
Yeah,
Wilson,
Castaway.
for sure.
He won an Academy Award for Castaway.
Wilson is his best co-star of all of his.
I have that. I watched.
Except
that
maybe
movie.
Pooch.
I watched Castaway.
All right, Apollo 13, Charlie Wilson's War.
Ooh, that's tough, man. Those are both good movies.
Give me Apollo 13.
Apollo 13.
I really like Charlie Wilson's War.
I did too. Yeah, Aaron saw it.
I'm gonna go contrarian here and go Charlie Wilson's War.
I'm going to go Apollo 13.
No,
Sorry, brother.
Plus, it's
Stay hard, Philip
It's a
Seymour
Ron
Hoffman.
Howard movie, and
Yeah,
I know you
yeah.
like Ron Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah, but PSH, we
It's
just
also
had how
and
many?
it's also got the great Bill Paxton in it.
Yes.
Flight
And
over,
Kevin
man!
Bacon.
Flight over!
Spaceship over, man.
Forrest Gump, Bridge
Ooh.
of Spies.
Yeah, Forrest Gump.
I mean,
Gump.
Forrest Gump is probably going to win the whole thing. Let's just move it along.
Now,
with the
Bridge of Spies was a really good Robin Trower song.
And it was actually a very good movie. It was, set during the
Cold War.
Cold War
yeah,
and everything.
I
Yeah.
don't have
that
on
was a good
vinyl.
movie.
I need to.
All right, Philadelphia versus Captain Phillips.
Gee, I wonder which of these Jesse is going to pick.
Yeah, Springsteen.
This
references
segment's
come
about
in.
to be about Springsteen.
But give me Captain Phillips. I love that movie. I'm the captain now. Look at me. I'm the captain now. Look at me.
Okay. All right, I'm going to pick Philadelphia because I think it's not just because of the Springsteen song, but I think it's a very powerful film and an important story. And
Too depressing.
he won the Oscar for it.
Captain Phillips.
Oh,
I go Philadelphia because it's too big of a.
All right,
role.
so
You've got a tie here.
Yes.
We'll make it hoster's choice.
So I'm gonna go
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
Springsteen is the tiebreaker. I
Yeah.
think.
And even though I like Captain Phillips, Hanks won an Academy Award for Philadelphia,
Yeah.
right?
And
So-
but it was incredible.
Now, in that movie, was he?
Yes, it's just such a depressing movie.
Was he the gift giver or the bug chaser in that one?
He was obviously the bug chaser.
Get some power down.
All right. So now then we go Castaway or Big.
This one that's been left out of here.
There's several that have been.
Yeah,
left
because
out here.
I wanted to do a 64 round.
Like, should Splash have made the
yes,
16?
and Junior said,
I think we could have done a 32 round.
Yes.
Yeah, because that's a tough call. I got to go Big again. I think Big is going to make the finals with me.
And it's Big versus
Castaway.
Castaway. I'm going to go Castaway here.
Okay.
I am also going to go Castaway here.
Wow.
And I will go Castaway as well.
You got rid of Charlie Wilson. I'm not letting you get rid of Wilson.
All right.
Wilson team
All right.
volleyball.
Does this mean Sully did not make the list?
Yes.
Yes.
Boy, he was really sullied.
Sully McSullerston.
Yeah, like I said, there were I had there was like 50. I cut it down to like 50. All right, so
Da Vinci Code. None of the Da
Yep,
Vinci
none of
Code.
those. Yep.
Terrible.
Apollo 13, Sleepless in Seattle.
Apollo 13.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Apollo 13.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's cut the SG
Hey,
out of the equation, please.
Okay, I agree with that. Forrest Gump with Lieutenant Dan, Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, dang. That is a tough call.
I'm going to go Forrest Gump. And you know what, Jesse? I cannot believe you left Splash off of this list.
Right?
That's his first.
I know.
hit.
You said you're the one last night at poker. Just do 16. We can only do 16.
You couldn't have.
It's going to take us 2 hours to go through that Twilight Zone episode.
Call that shot.
You couldn't have bumped one of those Meg Ryan JOS sessions.
Well,
with Splash
I think
in
it
there?
was I think it was cool to have him go head to head. That was
Yes.
good.
Oh, that's so. I would have had Splash in my final four if
Okay.
it had actually been on the list. It's such genius.
Yes, it is.
Very hot, Daryl.
And
Hannah.
John Candy.
John Candy.
Oh,
I made my
Thomas.
letters and also
Oh, Mr. Cornby.
What a week I'm having.
Genius movie.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to go Forrest Gump.
Okay,
Forrest
I
Gump.
will agree. Yep, instead of Saving
so
Private Ryan.
I would go Saving Private Ryan mainly because I was bitter that Forrest Gump beat out Pulp Fiction for the Oscar that year. But
Again, Saving Private Ryan is more of an ensemble cast.
yeah, okay.
And Forrest Gump is
Big
basically
Tom Hanks
all
tour de
hands.
force. Okay.
It's Tom Hanks.
Yeah, I get
And
that.
then the last matchup to get to the Final Four, Philadelphia versus the Green Mile.
I wanted Philadelphia out in the last round, so I guess I'll have to go Green Mile here.
So basically, two movies about death sentences.
Yes. Yes.
Green Mile.
Yeah, Green Mile.
I would agree. I think
Oh
the
wow!
Green Mile
Jesse's turned on Springsteen.
Turned on Springsteen.
Yes.
Wow.
No,
BTO.
the Green Mile is such a really good movie, and so yeah.
And also, how can you leave Bachelor Party? off this list?
Okay, we've established and Tuner and Hooch. Tuner and Hooch.
I mean, and that's not Bachelor Party quality.
Bachelor
You're gonna have
Party.
chicks, fire trucks.
The footlong, Kevin.
All right.
I'm getting married.
Yeah, let's have a bachelor party with chicks and guns and fire trucks and hookers and drugs and booze.
Yeah. All the things that make life worth living for.
Forrest Gump, Apollo 13.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Gump is going to make it into the finals here.
Because Apollo 13 also is ensemble.
Ensemble, yeah.
Okay.
I'll go Gump.
Okay. I would have done 13,
He's
but
Gump.
okay.
He's Gump. He's Gump.
Green Mile, Castaway.
100.
Green Mile or Castaway? I'm going Castaway again. Castaway is one of my favorite movies by
Well, and if you push the Green Mile is definitely ensemble, and Castaway is him.
That is a Tom Hanks solo by far. Yeah, I go Castaway on that one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Castaway for me too.
All right. Castaway.
Well done! Well done! Well done! Wilson! Wilson! I'm sorry! I'm sorry, Wilson! Wilson, I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Wilson! I can't! Wilson!
Forrest Gump.
Lieutenant Dan, what are you doing here?
Well, thought I'd try out my sea legs.
Well, you ain't got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
Yes, I know that. You wrote me a letter, you idiot. Well, well, Captain Forrest Gump. I had to see this for myself. And I told you if you were ever a shrimp boat captain, that I'd be your first mate. Well, here I am. I am a man of my word.
Okay.
Yeah, but don't you be thinking that I'm gonna be calling you sir.
No, sir. It's my boat.
That's the championship game?
That is the championship game. Unless we want to do a write-in of Bachelor Party.
No, not Bachelor Party.
I mean, The Burbs, The Money Pit.
The Burbs is terrible, even though it had the great brother.
No, that's what he said. Tom Hanks, if we had done how many? Easy 40. Wow. Right?
I got to go Gump here. I think Gump is his opus.
We can always do a Tom Hanks NIT next time.
Yeah, you know what?
I will do that.
Yeah, let's do it right after we nominate the champion here.
Okay.
But I'm going to go Gump. I think that's his opus.
I know you're bitter about Pulp Fiction.
No.
50 years from now, people will reference Gump as Hanks' best role.
Here's the thing. I think Forrest Gump is a better movie than Castaway, but I think he did better acting in Castaway than in Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump was all CGI'd up and a lot of shtick and music and stuff. But Castaway, he had to act his ass off. He was acting against a volleyball the whole
And
movie.
they had to film, then he had to go lose all that weight and then come back.
I mean, if we're talking which one's a better movie, it's Forrest Gump. But which one was a better Tom Hanks performance is Castaway.
Well, I think it's his best movie.
His movie? Okay, so we'll say Forrest Gump.
I'm going Castaway.
I'm going Gump.
I think I'm going to go Gump. Oh! Yes.
I was really torn, man. I really
It
was.
is a tough call.
It is. No, I totally agree, and it's not easy, but for me, it's just.
No, Castaway is one of my
Castaway is
favorite
just where
films.
I lean. You know, that's
and it has one of those great moments where he's been on that during the whole first half of the movie. They had no music,
right?
That wasn't from a source. They had no orchestra.
Yeah.
And then when he leaves the island, the film score takes over, and it's beautiful. And I still I have ice in my glass. And then would have liked to see the ending that he get together with the Elvis chick.
Yeah, that kind of sucked. No, he gets back and
if you, I went back and I watched. I found a thing not that long ago actually.
Yeah.
That talks about the ending of the movie.
Mhm.
And if you go through the movie and you watch all the clues that take place in the movie, you know he goes back and talks to the girl.
Right.
You know he does because of just all the little signals, Yeah. But I mean, they talk about how that sitting at that crossroads is so symbolic.
Yeah.
And at one point when he watches her
truck and she has the angel.
The angels
he
on
knew
the,
he's going to go.
Yeah, he's going to.
He knew that was the package he had just
right.
saw.
And and her name at the beginning of the movie is, or she's leaving the place to go mail it, and there's like a husband there talking, and she's like, I don't know if I'm coming back or something like this.
Yeah.
And at the end of the movie, there's the names above the fence. His name is gone.
Yeah.
So now she's single.
Mhm.
So it's like he's going to go back. He's going to go see this woman, as he should. But it was killed me when his question to her to his ex-wife when he's so broken down. He's like, "We almost won a Super Bowl."
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to see them get back together so bad.
Yes.
Incredible romantic.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Very nice. So
I have put together a.
Oh, you've already done, because I was like.
NIT 16 entry Tom Hanks movies that we did not get to during this list.
NIT, what is NIT?
That's like the
National
second tier college basketball tournament.
Okay.
All right, so
let me turn it over to Junior.
Okay, so this is going to be 16, I guess you could say honorable mentions. We could still go ahead and say that some of them we left out even more really good movies, but this is what I think should make the list.
What I also think we could do is then, after we go this, would the NIT
champion beat
yeah.
It's very doubtful, but...
Okay,
so match number 1, and this is a tough one, because I mentioned both of these, since they were in chronological order next to each other, that's the only reason they're playing each other. Splash versus Bachelor Party.
Splash.
Even though Bachelor Party is a great movie.
And
it's funny. It's not a great movie.
It's
got good shtick.
I love Bachelor Party.
Splash to
Any
me is
movie
a
with
complete...
Adrian Zmed cannot be counted as a great movie.
And Splash is an awesome movie, story all the way through. Whereas Bachelor Party, even though it's a great movie, I think it's just kind of... It's almost like a bit and a bit and a bit
it's
and
bits,
a bit.
Which I like. I love bits.
Bits are fun.
Bits are fun, but I'm going with Splash.
So Splash is what we're going with here?
Yes.
Okay. The Money Pit versus Punchline.
Ooh.
I would go Punchline. I really like that movie. I know people who do stand-up don't. And even though he talks bad about Aquaman in the movie, and I actually go, okay, put Batman in the middle of the ocean and see how well he handles. You put Aquaman in the middle of Gotham City, he'll do okay. So.
All right. Bob? I know you just avoided the Money Pit recently.
Well, we'll see about that. These are two of my less favorite Tom Hanks movies.
You don't like either one of them.
I mean, compared to the other stuff we've talked about, they don't measure up. But give me Punchline, I guess. I don't know.
Scott?
Money Pit.
Yeah, you know what? I like the Money Pit, too.
Going Money Pit.
I like it better than Punchline.
Well, okay, I'll go with Punchline. I mean, Money Pit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the fence.
Okay, so Money Pit it is. All right, so in this NIT version, I did count Toy Story. So Joe versus the Volcano versus Toy Story.
Yeah, Toy Story.
Pretty easy?
Yeah.
Toy Story.
Oh, yeah.
There's a snake in my boot.
All right, That Thing You Do versus Catch Me If You Can.
He wasn't in Catch Me If You Can,
Yes, he
was
did. He was the guy he was the one chasing...
He was chasing DiCaprio the whole movie.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's like he was the FBI agent or something.
Okay.
But I would do Thing You Do.
Yeah.
Bob? Scott?
That Thing You Do.
All right, That Thing You Do wins out. The Terminal versus another animated movie, The Polar Express.
Oh, Randy will demand I vote for Polar Express.
The Terminal. Oh, I remember The Terminal.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's the foreign guy that gets stuck in the airport.
Wouldn't he have an
out
ad up with Catherine Zeta-Jones in the bathroom at the airport or something?
I don't remember that part, but...
I would pick The Terminal. Though I knew Randy would demand.
Well, didn't he already have the terminal in Philadelphia? The terminal diagnosis.
Okay, so Polar Express, Terminal. You know what? Give me Polar Express.
Okay.
Very nice. Wasn't the Terminal a Spielberg movie?
Mm-hmm. I think it was.
Yeah.
All right, next up, this one will probably be easy because you hate these movies. The Da Vinci Code versus Sully.
No, I don't hate Sully. Sully was good. I saw Sully.
Scott?
Da Vinci Code.
Ooh. Give me Sully.
Yeah, Sully. I thought that was a really well done movie.
I really like the part where they have to redo the crash like 20 times.
And when he says they know what's going to happen, the whole point,
Yeah.
Okay, so Sully takes that one. The Circle, which we saw recently, versus The Post, which I have not seen, but it's very critically acclaimed.
Yeah, I saw The Circle. I saw The Circle, which is why I'm voting for The Post.
Have any of us even seen The Post?
I have not seen The Post either.
But I
like The Circle. I don't know.
No, the only good thing about The Circle was the Bill Paxton pump.
That part is shake left and the woo off the bridge.
Yeah, that was good too.
Okay, so we're going The Post.
But Hermione,
yes, The Post is one of those ones that I really want to see because I enjoyed Woodward and Bernstein.
Now the one thing about The Circle that's interesting is it's one of the only movies where Tom Hanks plays a bad guy.
Right.
Like maybe that's why it's so hard to enjoy that movie.
And here's one that is pretty much a match between two 16 seeds. Dragnet versus Turner and Hooch.
Ooh. Got to go with Turner and Hooch because it's an original and Dragnet's a terrible copy.
Dan Aykroyd is great in it, though.
Yeah, and I like the rap song they had for that one. Read them their rights. Read them their rights.
Morning in the City of Angels. On this particular occasion, we happen to witness a pagan ritual in progress. See that, Streamek? We're just in time. We have stumbled into a major crime.
They got the girl all frightened. Now that's not nice. I think she is the subject of a sacrifice.
Buddy, we're putting this party on ice.
But don't you know we really ought to read them their rights?
Read them their rights. Read them their rights.
Vicky Vale.
I'm going with Turner and Hooch on that bad boy.
So, an honorable mention, I left The Burbs off.
Okay.
Dang it.
Would you have voted for The Burbs?
Yeah, because of Brother Theodore.
I would have voted for The Burbs.
Do you want to make The Burbs be in place of Dragnet?
No, we'll have to send the Burbs to the CBI. That's the third level basketball tournament.
So Turner and Hooch over Dragnet?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so getting into round two, now we have Splash versus the Money Pit. Splash, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Although Scott loves the Money Pit.
I love the Money Pit.
Are you all Shelley Longed up? What's your fixation on that?
I really like. I love the original.
Yeah.
I love the original movie.
Yeah. Okay.
Mr. Blandings Builds His Dream House is genius.
Greatness, yeah.
It is genius.
I like the Money Pit too.
I really like the Money Pit because I got the bits. It was just great.
Yeah. Was it Baryshnikov who was in that, or Nuria? Wasn't there some ballet dancer who was in that? Like, was the neighbor or whatever?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember
who played
that
the
either.
neighbor in that?
I didn't think they had a neighbor. I thought they were out in the country.
I thought there was some ballet dancer that was in that. Maybe it was a different movie.
Do the research online like we did. All right, so Splash takes that one. Jesse, you agree to Splash?
Yes, I do.
All right, Toy Story versus That Thing You Do.
Ooh. I really love The Thing You Do. But
I think Toy Story.
Toy Story is pretty iconic.
It is.
Toy Story,
and I assume Toy Story is representing
the entire series.
The whole series.
Yes, I only counted it once, even though there's like 4 of them.
Kind of like Da Vinci Code.
Okay, so Scott, Toy Story?
Toy Story.
All right. The Polar Express versus Sully.
Ooh.
Train versus plane.
Plane and train.
I gotta go Sully here.
Yeah, I go Sully too.
I gotta go Polar Express.
Yeah.
Wow, I know you're forced at gunpoint to pick the Polar Express.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset with Sully, but that's
okay. So we have 2 Sully, 2 Polar Express.
Yeah, but you're in charge.
As the host,
You're the
most privilege. I will take Sully.
Okay.
And the last matchup, The Post versus Turner and Hooch.
Boy, such identical movies. Can you imagine Meryl Streep and Turner and Hooch?
Oh my God, she's made equally bad
I would
movies.
pay for that movie. I would pay to go see that movie.
And as Hooch, Meryl Streep.
Are we really going to vote for a second round victory for a movie that none of us have seen?
But it got nominated for a bunch of Oscars. How many did Turner and Hooch get nominated for?
None. Okay, so
Plus, Turner and Hooch always got me. I always got confused between that and Tango and Cash.
Well, one has a dog in it.
But the names back when they both came out about the same time, and Tango and Cash and Turner
Tango
and
and
Hooch.
Cash was a cartoon on.
Tango and Cash was a great movie, by the way.
So is that one of Kurt Russell's
and Sylvester Stallone's?
Sylvester Stallone.
And Terry Hatcher. She has a great scene in Tango and Cash.
When you say great, do you mean great?
Great scene.
They're
And,
real and
and
spectacular.
she's dancing on stage to the greatness of a Yaz song on top of it.
Is Catherine here tonight? The 100 Catherine's here.
I don't remember that.
Okay.
Okay, so The Post over Turner and Hooch. Mm-hmm. All right, so now we're down to our final four. We have Splash versus Toy Story.
Ooh.
Tough call here. I'm going to go Splash.
Yeah, I'm going to go Splash too.
I'm going to go Toy Story. Toy Store.
Junior's got the tiebreaker, so it doesn't matter, but I'll go Toy Story.
Splash advances to the championship game. And Sully versus the movie we haven't seen.
Sully.
I'm going to have to go with the movie I've actually seen.
Yes,
And
Sully.
choose Sully.
Yes.
So, go ahead.
I was going to say, yeah, I got to go Sully because I haven't seen the Post.
Yeah, we haven't seen The Post. I guess it's just bad seeding. I cannot believe a movie that none of us have seen have made it past a bunch of movies that we actually liked that got eliminated rounds and rounds ago. I'm sure you would have loved that thing you do to have made it that far. Toy Story should have made it a lot further.
Yeah.
So the championship round, Splash versus Sully.
So a movie called Splash against a movie about a splash.
And you know what? It should have been Splash versus Toy Story.
Probably.
If I had picked that.
Yeah, so the real championship was the round before.
Yeah.
Although I could have seen that thing you do making it to the final if it had been in place of Dragnet at
Yeah.
the bottom of the bracket instead of the top.
Yeah.
Yeah, Splash is the winner.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I would say Splash is the winner. Scott, do you agree with that?
I'll give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
I'll
would
concede.
Splash have beaten out Forrest Gump, which was our champion in the other round?
No.
Would it have made it into its Elite Eight had we included
Yeah,
it?
Elite Eight probably.
I think it would have probably made the 8.
I think it would have beaten Captain Phillips, Bridge of Spies.
Road to Perdition.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, if our Elite Eight was Philadelphia, Forrest Gump, Apollo 13, Castaway, Big, Sleepless in Seattle, Saving Private Ryan, and Green Mile. And you would say it should have been...
I would have
instead
said
of
Sleepless in Seattle for
I would
sure.
have said Sleepless, and I would have said Green Mile.
Yeah, I could probably see that.
Okay.
All right. Well,
So
that was
very
fun.
nice.
We,
Yeah, it
we
was.
got through a whole...
Now, I personally am grateful and appreciate Jesse's effort. I'm not undermining what he did whatsoever.
I'm adding premium extra content for our beloved how many listeners.
Well,
I went the extra mile.
No,
the extra
the
mile.
The way I see it you stabbed me in the back because last night you told me, oh, no. Too big. Gotta get down to 16. So this was all
pre-calculated.
Gotta be 16. Gotta get down to 16.
It was all a ploy to undermine Jesse on air.
Yeah. That said, tell us what Tom Hanks movie we left off. Who should have made the list?
Yeah, maybe the Burbs should have made one of these brackets.
Mm-hmm.
Make the case.
Or the great Buck Howard, where he had a small cameo. That was his son.
What was Nothing in Common?
Oh, yeah, that's where Jackie Gleason was his dad.
Should that have made one of these things?
I like that movie.
Boy, that was Seal Award in her prime.
And that is a good thing.
Yes, sir.
Should the Lady Killers have made it?
The Lady Killers, the worst Coen Brothers movie ever.
Wait, so we didn't do the Man with the One Red Shoe.
No, even though I made it a punchline earlier.
Yes, I mean...
I could not find a spot for it in the second
and
round. Volunteers.
Very funny. Peace Corps, very funny movie. Yeah. John Candy. Very nice. Okay, let us know. You can reach us on Twitter, How Many Podcasts, and on email, howmanypodcasts@gmail.com. I am on Twitter @Jesse Jackson, DFW. Scott?
I'm on the Twitter as Scott_Matula.
All right.
I'm on Twitter @Lukewarm Tallboy.
Funny story.
Very funny.
So
Really funny.
I'm @Mexican_Jr. or you can email me, MexicanJr@hotmail.com. But we would prefer that you email the podcast email. That way we can all look at your wonderful feedback telling us how great we are, how great our decision making is on these lists. Let us know. You drive the bus, America.
Yeah, we didn't even get into the any of his producing stuff.
And we didn't do Cloud Atlas. We didn't do Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close.
Yeah.
We left out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and he's playing Mr. Rogers coming up.
Oh, that's right.
Is he really?
Right,
yes. Yeah. And so he's played Walt Disney. He's played an astronaut.
Sully.
Sully. So, yeah, very nice. All right. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. And in the words of Tom Hanks, if you have to have a job in this world, a high-priced movie star is a pretty good gig.
Yeah. I think everybody would agree with that.
Absolutely.
I think Scott and Denise would agree with that.
I will not tell the Tom Hanks Bruce Springsteen story, just out of honor for you.
All right. Saving us everybody a drink.
But I have to put this out there. At his Academy Award acceptance speech, Tom,
Which one?
Well, the one for Philadelphia.
Yes.
Where he stated his approval more for the Neil Young version of Philadelphia than Springsteen's.
He did say, Bruce did say, I share this with you, Neil. And then Tom Hanks thanked his high school acting teacher in that speech.
Yep.
So, yeah. Tom Hanks, good guy.
Good guy.
And collects typewriters.
All right.
Like
Gordo.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe Gordon does it like Tom Hanks.
Does he also worship Lee Harvey Oswald?
There's an inception inside of an inception.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys.
All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.
They said that to do the rap from Big.
Oh, yes, they did.
Because I love Big. Big, once again, it's a movie. It makes me cry every time.
This was, now, don't get me into Dizzy's territory here.
But you can still do it.
This is
you still have the moves.
Well, it was actually a thing that my son learned at summer camp. And we were looking for something to throw into the movie.
Which the kids
so I
would
said,
know.
well, yeah, that we would both know. Yeah. And I said, well, how about we do this thing called, it goes like this. The space goes down, down, baby, down, down the roller coaster. Sweet, sweet, baby, sweet, sweet, don't let me go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa bop, shimmy, shimmy, rock. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa bop, shimmy, shimmy, rock. I met a girlfriend in a Triscuit. She said a Triscuit, biscuit, ice cream, soda, pop, vanilla on the top. Ooh, Shalita, walking down the street 10 times a week. I met it, I said it, I stole my mama's credit. I'm cool, I'm hot, sucking.
Just say thank you. It's Mr. Tom Hanks.